What's up? Welcome back. Today we are in the last chapter of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and the title of that text is Words of Truth, starting in verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Verse 1. God is called the Creator here for two reasons. First, as the maker of heaven and earth, he is our judge. We must remember him in the sense that we live in fear of him and never forget that we are accountable to him for our actions. Second, God as creator calls us to enjoy life. He made the light, the earth, and sky, food and drink, man and woman, and all other things that is in Genesis 1 he calls good. The evil days, as described in the verses that follow, are the days when a person is feeble and failing, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Verse 3. The phrase keepers of the house probably refers to the hands. They are what a person uses to protect himself, and the hands of the elderly are sometimes subject to trembling. The strong man refers to the legs and back. These are the largest muscle groups in the body, and they become flaccid in old age, leading to bent posture. The grinders are the teeth because they grind food. In ancient world, where dental care was non-existent, even the pharaohs of Egypt lost their teeth if they lived into old age. Those that look out of the windows refer to the eyes. Here, however, the language is metaphor for poor sight. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Verse 4. The verse describes two aspects of the effects of old age on hearing. On the one hand, people no longer hear well, and sounds are muffled and low as if doors were being shut. On the other hand, many old people do not sleep well, and even faint sound awakens them. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Verse 5. Solomon abandons metaphorical language to say that old people fear falling down and are easy prey for criminals on the road. Almond tree blossoms almost certainly refers to white hair. The grasshopper being a burden and the failure of desire refers to impotence. A man going to his eternal home with mourners walking in the streets alludes to a funeral. Or ever the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel be broken at the cistern. Verse 6. The cord, the bowl, the pitcher, broken at the fountain, and the wheel broken at the cistern, all refer to drawing up water from a well, a spring, or a cistern. Water in the Bible is frequently associated with life. Thus, if these things are broken, death has occurred. Describing these objects as silver and golden implies that life is precious. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. All is vanity. Verse 1 through 7. Approaches to this passage differ, but it most likely is an extended series of metaphors describing the troubles of old age, culminating in death. The fact that old age is in view suggests that details of the metaphors, and also by exhortation in chapter 11 verse 10 to enjoy life while youthful vigor still exists. Verse 8. This verse repeats the theme of the book stated in chapter 1 verse 2. These two verses bracket the whole book, and it properly ends at this point. What follows is an epilogue. And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge. Yet he gave good heed and sought out and set in order many proverbs. The preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth. The words of the wise are as goads and as nails fastened by the masters of assemblies, which are given from one shepherd. Verse 11. It is not certain whether nails fastened refers to nails inserted at the ends of cattle prods, or whether this is a different metaphor describing Proverbs as fixed and dependable, like nails driven in a wall. If the latter, it implies that we can hang our lives on these fixed truths. And further, by these, my son, be admonished, of making many books there is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Verse 13 through 14. The meaning of the phrase, this is the whole duty of man, is much debated. The Hebrew literally says, for this is the whole of man. The phrase could mean that the rule to fear God applies to every person. Alternatively, it could mean obedience to God is the proper role for man in the universe. In other words, to live in fear of God is to be truly human. To do otherwise is to lose the essence of our humanity. The conclusion of Ecclesiastes, to fear God, is in keeping with the message of the book, that we are mortal and weak, but he is almighty. The advice to fear God trumps everything. The whole of the book has been focused on the brevity in earthly life and on how we should live in light of this reality. But at the end, the book looks beyond this life to the final judgment. Verse 9 through 14. These verses reveal a few more details about the author's life and give the reader some parting exhortations.